Oh shit. Period.
Yeah. Try to chill over here somewhere. Cause they it's
Hear you anymore? What you said? It's cause what?
it's cause the microphone gonna hear you type shit. The bot gonna hear you type shit.
Oh, okay. Say less.
Hey, scoot up a
Oh.
little bit, gang.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go. There you go. And let's start it. Bow. My boy Howard in it big. What up, Brody?
It was good. It was good. It was good.
Nice to have you on here, bro. No cap, bro. I
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I never really watched your show for real, but I've been in there. I've been in there for about 10 minutes at the most for it. It's really good, bro. I like watching your show.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you. Thank you for sliding through.
I like pulling up on you. I like that new set too. Who built that new set for you? I like that new set.
Man, that was the wonderful people, man, down there at Lux Vision Studios, M5 Devon and CJ Shotlow. So
Hell yeah! Shout out Lux Vision Studios, bro. No cap. They doing some
yes,
good
just
things for the metaverse. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yes. They man, they really want for this platform. You feel me? And like they're one to like really want to like for like everybody to grow on it. So no, to have them in your corner, no, it's big ups, big ups.
Hell yeah, and especially for because I know PCs they're expensive to have and all that shit
Mm.
right there. Like people with no PCs, they really showing love to folks like that. You know what I'm saying? Helping them with
Heck
their
yeah,
shows and shit. How did you come up with Howard Hour, bro?
man. And the Howard Hour actually came about, my man. I started on this platform about like what 2021, back here like when it was like in beta mode and everything, and I started off as like a podcast like host. It was on Talk That Ish. Shout out to the homie Marty Marr, and we was just doing that and everything, and it came about. End up meeting with two young ladies, and we end up creating this wonderful like internet sensation on here, or metaverse wise, Bass Drop Radio. And from that, like I mean, we was trying to do like slots and everything, and I had the late night slot, and I'm sitting there the whole time like, like what could I do? I mean, I got an hour, so like, what can I do? And I sat there and like just going through names and everything. I'm like, what if I do the Howard Hour, like some Keith Sweat stuff or what? So like, it's the radio. I'm gonna sit here and have some fun, and no, that came about and sat there like Howard Hour and did that a couple of times, on Bass Drop. And when something happened, I wasn't with Bass Drop Radio no more. Ended up having my ribs broken and sat down
Damn,
and had somebody come to me like, "Hey, what you doing in the metaverse? Like, what's up? Like, what can we do?" And that's how like the Howard Hour Live like really came about. Like somebody really sat there and asked me what I wanted to do, and we're here now.
bro. Hell yeah, bro. That's just fire. Cause everybody else podcast, it's like what I'm saying, regular decor. You know what I'm saying? They talking about your shit is colorful. How did you come with this colorful ass theme before? Are you like a happy colorful doodle type shit?
No, I mean, yeah, I'm a happy, colorful person. Don't get me wrong, but no, I'm a positive person first and foremost, and like I always love colors, and like that's why you
Yeah.
see like the green and the blue. Any avatar I ever made, like so from like PlayStation, Nintendo, like any like game system, I always incorporated blue and green. Like that's like two of my favorite colors, and getting into the metaverse, I was like saying like, oh, okay, incorporate this color is like way more than I can in IRL, and not even just that, like I add my own like sauce to it. Cause you can have colors all day and just be like looking all some type of way, but no, I really sit
Yeah.
here and like coordinate. Oh, what you say? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was saying yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh no, I know. I said yeah. I coordinate the splash and everything. Huh? Shout out to Sauce Walker, and
Oh, that boy
like,
Sauce, but I know about Saul Walker.
oh
I
yeah,
know about Saul.
yeah. No, Sauce man. That's one of the cats man who really say man, if you gonna do colors, you do colors, man. You ain't wearing colors just to be seen. Like you wearing colors to be on the scene, and that's how I look at it. That's why I always stay colorful. But no, I'm a positive, colorful person.
You must be from Texas.
Nah, I'm from Vegas, but I live in Louisiana.
Okay, hell yeah. That boy Saul from Texas. Hell yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's fire as fuck, bro.
You know, I got to
How
open
did,
up for him before, so
oh hell yeah, you rap.
he's telling good
Oh yeah,
people.
you do make music. You do make music.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
do my
sir.
I did my research on you. You know what I mean? I thought you were the studio that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that shit's fire as fuck. What's it called? Where you from? Where you from?
Well, I'm from Vegas. Like I said, I was born and raised in Vegas, and had to move down to Louisiana with my family. That's where my mother and everything is from, and always just been back and forth.
Oh wow. Oh, so you from Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard DJ Ghost?
DJ Ghost,
Yeah.
well, from Vegas.
Yeah, he from Vegas. He be doing like he be reacting to videos and shit like that.
Yeah, Ghost, like he does like the reaction videos and
Yeah.
everything, right? Like yeah, like the like let me talk to you right now. Let me just tell you right quick. No, yeah, no, Ghost. No, Ghost used to be on the east side of. I think he came in from what, Florida, if I'm not mistaken, or something. Or I just know like
He said so. Look, bro.
Nah, if it's gonna something you gonna be seeing, I'm a this my react. But no, Ghost is good people. He shows love to like to the YouTube community. He likes the VR too.
For real, he be in this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Well, he don't be like in the Horizon world, but no, he be in the VR.
Oh yeah, that's fire. You never know who'll be on this motherfucker. Man, I met
Yeah.
so many people, so many influencers and shit like that. That shit is so cool. They be so nice too. They regular people, bro. People
Yeah, I
show-
mean,
you know what I mean?
we're just all sitting here putting this headset on, man. A lot of people do it to get away and everything, and it becomes an outlet. And you see a lot of times that's how we was able, like we got to kick it with Lil C's a couple of weeks ago on there. He was like in the metaverse for a good week, like literally doing everything, like from shows to like Hollywood Squares and like Lil C's,
Oh, yeah.
used to be with Biggie Smalls and everything. So just to see like hip hop like make that merger in here, like how you say it, and you see it, it's just regular people. It leaves me just like mind blown because it takes all the time. Like we sit here and wait outside for like these people at times, or we go to like places and sit there and like wait all day to now we get on the headset. And again, you never know who you're around. And then when you do find out or what, so a lot of times if you don't like, flock them or anything, you really find out like, oh, okay, hey, they are a down to earth person.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Most celebrity people think, I guess they're not real people, but they're real, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's just, I feel like nowadays, especially because the internet, I remember growing up, I used to watch TV, you know what I'm saying? I used to think these people that was on TV was just like some mythical people, but it's like they're real people just like us, you know what I'm saying? I guess I got older, you know what I'm saying? But I just met a whole bunch of, I met celebrities before and shit, and they cool as hell, just like us, bro. They're trying to get some money. Let's see. Are you scared of clowns?
Hell yeah. That,
For real?
that is a random, but like hell, I am terrified of clowns. My son sits here and make fun of me with that. Now he's 8 years old, but one of his favorite movies growing up is Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and he used to really try to make me watch this like they used to show it on free on YouTube, and he used to make me like put it on literally every night before bed for him. And I'm like sitting there like watching it from like the hallway, like, yes, good night, catch up with you. So no, I don't deal with clowns.
You said clowns in outer space?
Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a like a 80s horror flick.
Yeah, I saw that bitch on Netflix, but I was like, I'm not finna watch this stupid ass shit.
Yeah, they got a game and everything now to it and all that. Don't get me wrong, a lot of gamers with it, but no, like, yeah, me and clowns don't mix. Shit, I go to haunted houses and everything. Yeah, if I see a clown, I ain't gonna sit there and hyperventilate and everything, but I'm gonna let it be known that I'm not gonna mess with you.
Hell yeah, I had to ask that because like just your theme and shit real colorful. I thought you had, you know what I'm saying, got that shit from like clown movies or something like that.
No, I actually like the how I look at it right now, like the little circus. Get up. One of my favorite rappers is Andre 3000, and
oh shit,
like he's the only, I want to say probably the only like rapper besides like Zendaya that sits there and like wear buttons or like sit there and have like a top hat or like the Chabernet coat and everything, and still have like some sauce with it. And that's what I love a lot about like these are like the colorful aspects. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of like what's the word I want to say, like the ambience of like, hey, I look like I'll be like somewhere from like the old time, or not even just that, but oh, well, what's this colorful person doing there? Or because a lot of times I come into the room, the first thing that you see somebody say like, man, who the hell is this? Like this rainbow person or something. And that just makes me always laugh.
Hey.
Oh,
Yo.
Fiji in the building.
Oh shit!
I see crazy. Yo, Howard, what's good, man?
What up,
Listen, I had
brother?
to pop out. What's going on, man?
What's up,
Shit,
brother?
we in that motherfucker shooting the interview in that bit.
Listen, as you should. Listen, August 30th, man.
Hey, get it in, get it in.
Extravaganza, man. Listen, we got Oxy. Listen, Oxy, first off, shout out to your
Hold on.
success. I mean, on
Thank
all
you,
your
brother.
shows, you heard?
Thank
I
you,
mean,
brother.
you got
Hey,
the
look,
stud.
let me get this interview done. Know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get another interview with you, Fiji. You already know.
All right, so no more. Listen, I just had to come shout y'all out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing your thing, man. And make sure y'all tune into the Howard Hour, man, every Friday, man.
Yeah.
Tune into that, man.
Oh, well, we can
Yeah,
grab some
yeah.
cups.
Oh, what's it called? What has inspired you to start creating though?
What you say? You say start creating?
Yeah, create the show. Like, what kind of inspired you?
Man, first off, no cable. Like no cable days, man. Like that really inspired me just to like start like, talking to myself and not even as that, but like being with that creative mode. And when I was seeing I had an outlet like, with the metaverse, like I started to incorporate that like with like factions like Arsenio Hall, Dave Letterman, even take it back to the old school like Johnny Carson. Like I always laughed at those 4 months because I was always able to catch the shows because I didn't have no cable. We only had like 10 channels, and a lot of the channels you need to catch was CBS, Fox, and PBS. And a lot of times when any good TV came on was always like late at night factor. And sat here, and again when I started brainstorming, when the homie Metaclean Rupert, he asked me, man, like, what you want to do? Like before I came about with the Howard Hour Live, and I'm like,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
I want to
Scoot
like
up a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
You good?
See, like, push me up. Oh,
Thank
getting ate by the couch.
Oh,
No Diddy.
scoot up a little bit more. There you go.
All right. But yeah, but no, the homie, man, he was like, man, what do you want to do on this platform, man? One of the first things I said, I'm like, I want to hear, like, I want to know why like a person has a headset. I want to know like what made your journey into this metaverse, because having a headset is not just like a common occurrence now. We are still like a random like weave and this like whole like balance, and to really like see like certain individuals really sit here like again yourself, or again like Fiji, and even just me, like to put on this headset, that takes time. That takes like time out of your day. Like you have to sit here. You got to be on the internet. Like you have to sit here and be around this, like to really be dedicated like to it now. And I mean, and that's what made me go about with like, okay, I want to know why somebody put on that headset.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. How did you even find the VR though? Like what made you was like, damn, how did you find out about virtual reality?
Man, it was when Meta was doing their I call it their spam call back in like 2021, when they was having the Quest 2 like this drop. Like they had it like all over the commercials, like get the Meta Quest, get the Meta Quest and all this, but not even is that, but my lady, she was right there on the side of me, and I was like even said to her, I'm like, man, like I always said I love like technology and everything, and I always said I wanted to try out like virtual reality. And I said, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get that. Like I was working and everything, my job I was doing, like I just got a bonus and stuff at the time too. Like I took care of everything else, and I was like, man, I could finally get me something. And she was like, yeah, go ahead and get it. End up like finding like a headset or what's, because again, I'm like Terry Crews, I'm cheap, so end up finding like a refurbished like MetaQuest 2, and end up getting that and everything. I mean, I still have like the original the original Oculus, like that still has like the Oculus symbol and everything on it before they moved to Meta. And that's why I laugh at like but no, I've been there. I mean, she got me excited on this mug like back in 21, and I want to say by like the end of like 21, like December, that's when I seen that I could start doing on here like shows and all that, because one of my Montclairs on here, I have over 400 shows so far in the metaverse.
Oh wow, that is fucking fire.
And that's like
I
just
remember-
performing wise.
Oh yeah, that's fire. Cause you don't. I don't think did you used to record your shows, or was just like audience? You know what I'm saying, live type shit.
Yeah. I always did like, well, before we started doing live streaming with Lux Vision and everything, I used to have a couple of people come in and live stream for me. The the homegirl Genesee. Shout out to J604 TV and the homie Soup from So Official Media, man. And they used to always just like do clips and everything for me. So I always kept like some type of like video imprint.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, that's fire as hell, bro. What's it called? Um, how did you find Horizon World though? Because you get on the Oculus, all these cool ass games. How did you find this one?
Man, like that's actually funny. Nobody ever asked me that. Found Horizon, man. I want to say I was in venues at the time, and somebody was like, oh, it was somebody that was like in Horizon World like for a time being before they started doing beta, and they was like letting it open to like the public, only certain people and everything, and like somebody in venue was like, yeah, no, I kid you not, yeah, his name was Meta Jesus or something, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm getting ready to go check out
Oh, I heard about him. Yeah.
Horizon Worlds or so, and I'm like, Horizon Worlds, like, what is this? And end up like putting it on my wish list or something because at first I couldn't download it. And then I think about like a day or so later, I was able to get into like the beta program. And like from that time, they're like, been here since we didn't have no feet. So I've been here since we was sitting here like with flip phones on here. But no, what really drew me in, like how we was just able to go from like venues, like and hop in on like Horizon Worlds, and like it was just like you'd even have to like click out like the app like to go from there. So I mean that's what really drove me in.
Now, what is back in 22, early 23, I heard
Mhm.
about Venues and Horizon World. It looked like Venues was like a separate app. What
Yeah.
is Venues? What is that?
Venues, you know how like they have like the concerts and everything on here now, like you see like with Sabrina Carpenter or Post Malone. All the
Yeah.
Venue was doing that before like it came over to Horizon World. So you went over to Venues for the whole NC. Like if you wanted to go see a concert, that's when they was showing
Oh.
like the MMA fights and everything. Like you was really able to catch shows and all this. Like you had 2 Chains at the time. He had a big show like that was like popular in the metaverse. Like it was just him performing like all his hits and everything. And but no, it was like a different like a cop like concert slash entertainment like establishment before like it merged into Horizon.
Bro, that is fire as hell, bro. Because I always wondered what Venues was. Back in the early 23, 2022, a nigga was on VR chat for real in Rec Room.
Yeah.
I was fucking around on Rec Room, but it was like, I knew I wouldn't be on Rec Room forever, though, because it's kind of like kids on there, you know what I'm saying? But niggas was my age. Some people was my age. I was like 19, 18 at the time, though, you know what I'm saying? So I was cooling on Rec Room, but I discovered VR chat. Then I discovered over here. All I saw on here was old niggas. But then I started finding people my age, kind of like 21, 23. So I'm like, oh, this shit lit. So I just started coming on here because people on VR chat, they're animated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like what I'm saying avatar wise, but that what the way they act. You know what I'm saying? They act so like trollish. But
Yeah.
on here, it's like people. You know what I'm saying? They got a soul for real. I met so many cool ass people on here, bro. I fought with Horizon World for real. And then so what?
No, I mean it's just like how you were saying, like you see like being on with this platform, you see the different how I would say like the different aspects or what's so because like I say with VR chat, you see more of like how you say with that animated approach because you have more people. You don't have to like show your real factor or show your real self. Don't get me wrong, you're not showing your real self now, unless if you say like unless if the person knows you. But when I say more of a like a more serious or familiar setting, like you see with Horizon Worlds, you can still have like that individuality and everything, but you could like tell when somebody's being too animated, or you could tell when somebody's fake on here. Not like fake in the aspect of like their personality, but when a person's not like a real person, or if it's a bot or that famous, like, okay, hey, is this just a kid or so that's messing around instead of like, on VR chat, you could be sitting there, go through a whole game set and everything, then turn around, you sitting there like you're with a kid or so, or you're with somebody that's in here jobbified. But I just feel like too is about certain communities like that you steer away from or you're still with.
No cap. That's facts. That's facts. This shit crazy, bro. Like, I done made some fire ass friends on here, man. I be FaceTiming them and shit. They're like real people on here. I don't know how to explain it. What's it called? How did you find what's the future of the metaverse you feel like is the future?
You say what is the future of it, or
Yeah, like what do you see in the metaverse in the future? Like, because 2023. I mean, my bad. Yeah, 2023 and 2024. It's like such a gap. You feel what I'm saying? From
Mhm.
2023 and 2024. What do you think it's gonna be like in 2026?
Man, in 2026, I feel like it's gonna be more incorporated into a lot of businesses, like education factor and medical fields, because VR is going way beyond just the gaming aspect. You're seeing people work on here. You're seeing people like grow on here, but not even as that, you're seeing the technology that are like going way beyond just from like starting with, oh hey, a simple a click and a share, or like we're sitting here just waving our hands. You have people on here who is working to like become precise surgeons. You got people on here who like are forklift operators. I even know some people on here who do like literally real military like deal training on the VR. And I'm not talking about like with like the headset that we're on right now. Like there's many different installments of VR. And a lot of people, I think, like once they get like sense of that, you will see it be like so much incorporated, like how they had it on that. What's that movie, Ready Player One? When they made it to that aspect,
Yeah.
like everybody will have it, just like everybody like has it to like a cell phone or like a TV in their house. I see like about like 2026, you're gonna start like seeing implements of like how they got Meta AI everywhere now. You go see that like start incorporating everywhere. Like you turn on your TV. Oh hey, do you want to hook up your VR to your TV through Meta or something? So I see he's gonna see more like a lot of integration like with the technology by then.
Hell yeah. You think you know how VR chat has those haptic suits you can kind of put on there, and they have full body tracking. You think Mark Zuckerberg is gonna allow that one day in here?
Oh yeah, he lets it. I mean, well, I know a couple of people who who tweak it out and everything, who have their suits on in here, and I mean, but it's not like that same type of format, because a lot of stuff on here is like you have to make it, or it has to become of that factor. Like a lot of these, I want to say the smart thing I'm seeing Meta's going to do with that, they're going to probably integrate a lot of more of their like apparatuses to that. So they'll probably have some more games come out that's like through their platform, Meta base, and like incorporate with the suit. But no, it would be tight to see the suit like in full format on Horizon World, just like we go up on VR chat, like you touch somebody on the chest, feel that on here and everything. Like that's that's what I mean. Like it's gonna really be something like to be like implemented.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I can't wait to see the future of that shit on the metaverse. What's kind of like before you start your shows and stuff? What's your creative process?
Man, that's a good question. I want to say my process. It starts with, like how you were saying earlier. It starts with like learning about my guests
Yeah,
and
research.
everything.
It helps, don't it? Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
helps.
but not even it's about that, or so because you just don't want it to be like from a point of just being generic, or let me just
Yeah,
ask a question in a question or answer format. And then when I say with the creative process, I go from like, hey, ask them if they're comfortable with doing the show to like, I mean, I guess I look up like stuff in their lives or what, so that I could balance around to like either with my intro or like let's say with certain news, because I say when I do my news or so, I make sure that certain clips or anything like is like revolving around like what I'm talking about with my guests for that night. So it does really depends on the factor of like the guests I have and like the format of like the show that I want to show for that week. So I mean, each week is like different.
hell yeah, that's fire. And it's like I done saw a couple shows on here, but you went a different route. Instead of like doing your own shit, buying your own computer, you fucked around and got a team behind you to do all that shit. How did you? What's the team behind you? Shout them out for me.
Oh man,
You
again,
already did, but just shout them out again
but
for me.
no, again, shout out to Lux Vision Studios. They actually pulled me out of the lone wolf status, because when I started off on this thing, the Howard Hour, I came about doing it by myself every week.
Yeah,
The only thing that I had help with, again, shout out to the homie Medically Rupert. He helped me build up the world. Well, he actually built the world up for me, and he gave me the keys to it. He was like, "Hey,
yeah,
do your show and everything with it." And I mean, that's what I was doing, like my scheduling, doing my booking, hitting up people, like again, like all like every week. Sometimes like not getting no responses or anything at all. To now I'm able to sit here, like I'm like be able to book out for the rest of the year. Not even just that, but it like my team. I mean, who I'm with now, Lux Vision. They show that hey, when you're building a brand, like you just don't have to build it in like one place, and That's what I really been seeing about with this whole format, because with building the Howard Hour, I've been able to travel now. I've been able to go to rounds just way beyond just wearing the headset now.
That is fire, bro. And in that world, I know I actually visited your original world earlier. I pulled up to it, and it looks fire. But this one that you got built just now, was that Trimesh?
Yeah, I have a performance center that has Trimesh and everything in it.
Fire. Do you know the one I visited on mobile? You remember when I was on mobile that one time I pulled up on you?
Yeah.
That world, that's Trimesh right there?
No, that's not Trimesh. That's just all primitive.
Oh, okay. Damn, that looks Trimesh, bro. It looks really good, bro.
Yes, that's what I say. The team that's like literally has it crispy. The only Trimesh I have now that's incorporated with any of my worlds, I have a performance center on here that again, like it's when I'm not doing my shows and everything, like literally I put on shows, productions. I have a performance center that has that, and yeah, Trimesh is something that's becoming of age. Like it used to be shown a lot in Alt Space, RIP. So to really see that incorporated in now, like on Meta Horizon and everything, is like, hey, ready to see where it's gonna go.
Bro, it's so many people that talk about All Space when they come on the podcast. Bro, what happened to All Space? Because I never got to experience it. You know what I'm saying? Because I pulled up on 2022, 2021, but I never really got to experience it. What was All Space like, bro? I wish I got to see it, bro. No cap.
Man, All Space was just like Allspace was a more subtle version of like VR chat. Like Allspace was like how you say was a lot of more like crowd. If like you went on, like first off you had to have like a Microsoft account to get on Allspace. So like it was already like a certain crowd that could only be through there. But Allspace was more of like that, not like I want to say like urban, but like more of that like contemporary vibe. Like you could like before, like you had to go to VR chat, like you go to church and stuff on there. You go to club formats, or like as me as an artist, you can go to like factions on there and perform. So I mean, it was really like a spot way before. I mean, not a spot, but like a immersive spot way before like immersive like really started getting popping.
Oh wow, that is fire as hell. And I heard like you could build on there too, but it was like the materials and shit was like VR chat materials. You feel me?
Yeah. Like you didn't have to just sit there and like build from nothing. Like they'll give you, like a scenery set and say you had to like wanted a world full of like clouds or something. Like it had it in that format. And I mean, it was like easy to like formats like you could really to build up, or not even as that. Like I had a couple of times I had people I was able to like to go to like, hey, I mean, I don't have no worlds or anything, but hey, I was able to like rent their world or so, to do a music video or something, or I guess like it was a lot of like more indentions of like you seen that freedom of like technology instead of just having like, okay, I can only work with like a triangle, circle, or a square.
That is fire as fuck, bro. I ain't even finna cap. I wish I was able to experience that shit, bro. No cap. What's it called? Going to tech conventions, bro. How the hell do you find these tech conventions?
Yeah. Man, I started.
I did my research on your ass, nigga.
No, I say. I actually started like looking up these conventions and everything about a couple of years ago, because one of the first ones that really like stood out to me was MetaConnect, and MetaConnect made me check it out because I'm like, oh, okay, hey, you got creators and everything, but MetaConnect is like exclusive. Either you got to be like top of the tier to like get an invite, or either you got to know somebody that knows somebody that, hey, that's either going to bless you in. And that made me just start looking up all these events and everything that they was having all around. Like, that's not the world, but across the United States. Like, we have events like CES. We have certain events like the great people at MIT. They do a reality hackathon. And that all fell down and made me look into this one, AWE. And AWE stood out to me the most. That's the Augmented World Expo. And with that shows everything from VR, XR, AR components, all with that realm. So you just didn't have to worry about, okay, hey, I'm only gonna see a little bit of things from VR or see a little bit of things from this aspect. And what made me check it out more, it's fun to go to. Like you get to check, again, I'm a nerd, so to really sit there and to check out the next gen of technology that's coming out, or to see like technology that we work on or that we have fun on, going to like different levels that is like at first you would never even thought like to even like even think of. that's what these conventions really bring out, that essence. And not even as that, like what I was saying earlier about what I do with my brand now with the Howard Hour. I just don't have to talk to people now from the VR. I can talk to people now from the XR community, from the AR communities, because they have a lot of people who don't even use VR, but they have like a haptic glove. They sit there, they have like augmented glasses and everything, but it's all. I notice after going to all these conventions and everything, like technology, especially this technology that we're in right now, is literally all connected. And I'll say this to everybody: like, if you haven't checked out a convention, like, go check it out. Go and like again, to go experience like a different realm of something that you don't know. And if you do know about it, go learn some more about it. And I mean, it is really something that has to be seen.
Hey, give me one moment. I'm gonna use the restroom. One moment.
Shameless plug time. While he used the restroom, you can check out Howard Hour Live Friday nights, 11 Central, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific.
All right, I'm so sorry about that, bro. I am back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, those tech conventions, man. I saw you go over there. Them are cool. How do you have to get invited, or can you just pull up?
Actually, you could, I mean, it's like both, but you can actually pull up to these events. So that's one thing I actually found out too. A lot of these events, I thought it was like only excluded, or you have to be like of a top tier. Like, no, I mean, a lot of these events you have to like come out of pocket for. You have to pay to go to. But then a lot of these events too like offer like student passes. They offer like volunteer passes. They offer media passes. And that's one thing I
Nice.
see again, like with like this platform, when you're like, I'm labeled now as a VR content creator, and I love that now because with those, I'm able now to go to all these events. I'm able now to get a media pass. I'm able now to sit here and go and build my brand by looking at these different brands. And not even as that, I get to go all over the country. Like, I get to go next month, well, the month after next, October, going to AWE Europe. That's got my pass and everything for
Oh,
that. So
that's fire. How did you get this pass? Like, you just had to pay for it, or?
I don't know. I mean, I applied for it just like I did when I went to AWE Long Beach. I just sat there, looked up the accolades and everything. What I had to do to look like to sign up for a media pass. Signed up, gave in my information, and just like a business submission, they send back an email letting you know if you accepted or rejected.
Oh yeah, my bad, Frat. I just want to know because I actually want to pull up myself. You know
No,
what
that's what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying. Like, no, it's something that you can actually do. You have the format, you have a podcast, like, and I tell this to a lot of people. VR, you're able to build content, and not even just in the realms of like, oh, you have to sit here and do like VR content, like this show to the world. Like, no, content that you think that people would like to see. If it's something that you want to see, somebody else will want to see it. And I tell this to everybody. Like, go and find out about it, because now, I mean, I'm one, like, again, to find out about this information, I pass it on to the next person, because now that next person could probably experience this realm of technology just like how I got to. And I mean, it's something that really, again, like I was saying earlier, it has to be seen.
No cap, bro. Like that stuff is crazy. Like the stuff I was looking at your, saying some of your reels that you posted and stuff, and I saw this dude. He had a laptop, right? And instead of having a virtual reality connect to your laptop, he had just the glasses connect to the laptop. So it's like the glasses are the laptop, and that's just so genius to me because he had just the keyboard and then he had the monitors. I'm guessing inside the glasses. I was like, bro, that is fire as hell. That's smart. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I guess all the brains, all the shit that's in the headset, all the brains, they're inside the keyboard. So it's like super lightweight to have the glasses on. Did you try
Yeah.
Did you try that gadget that he had?
Yeah, I actually sat there. That line was like packed for like 3 days. I kid you not. Like that, like they had lines up there that was touching the wind, like Snapdragon and this brand, because that was like, again, how you're saying, to see the first ever computer without having a computer.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
that's what's like what's even getting that, and to the point where you don't even have to be secluded anymore. Now you can be out and open. You can be on your bus. You can be on the car. Like you can sit there and be at a coffee shop now. Put on glasses and you have like a computer in front of you. I mean, it's it's stuff that we used to see on again Iron Man and everything, just like to make fun of. Like, oh yeah, what we would do if we had like the computer in front of us. To now, that's gonna be the way of life. Like I was saying earlier, like in 2020, you were saying 2026, we're gonna see a lot of more of that technology. Like everything is gonna be like more of a mixed reality factor because people are gonna be immersed. But you know, some people are gonna be like, oh well, hey, we don't want to be fully immersed because you don't know what's going on if you're not like in this augmented like reality. And when life is just like reality is still augmented, but it's just how you look at it.
No cap, man. And it's like, what was it like doing meta jams?
Oh, you say meta jams?
Yeah.
You brought up meta jams. No, meta jams, man. Meta jams festival. No, that's something that's I want to say from like the heart, something that I really love, and I'm glad to do. Like I got again another concert coming up to that because I do it around my birthday. I want to say the first one I did it with Meta Woodstock, and then that came about and everything. And then say the summer after, I was able to did the Meta Jam concert. Till just last year, we did a Meta Connect concert, and I mean, it's just about like more growth and everything that's all with it. Like it's because now from me, not I'm not saying for me doing that, I'm seeing all these other people like go with that idea. But no, for me being able to like do with my show, I remember a time when people were like, oh well, you not be able to pull this off till you're seeing multiple people now, just like Fiji came in earlier, able to throw events now, able to throw these summer jams, able to throw these extravaganzas to like bro, like I remember it was only like one of these to be like, you know, you have to wait to see to now like it's so many factors of it, man. It's again mind blowing.
Hell yeah, that's crazy. And I feel like I think when I first came on the metaverse, I don't know, it was around last year around when it was cold, you know what I'm saying? It started Christmas time. I didn't see a lot of people doing, you know what I'm saying, shows and stuff like that. I feel like it just started popping up about 3 months ago. Do you think this is like the kind of the renaissance of the metaverse where people are starting to go YouTube with this shit, Instagram with this shit?
Oh, look, you said that the Renaissance. Yes, we are definitely in the age of the Renaissance. Like, and how you said earlier, like, especially to be in this platform. I've been on here since 21. I remember seeing the rise of a lot of these dynasties and everything on here. You're seeing. I remember being at tables with people who like wanted to sit there and make like the first showcase ever on here to like, okay, like is anybody gonna come? Or like I remember being in the rooms like, oh well, hey, are we gonna buy like what would people do if you want to sit there and have them buy a ticket? And to the point now where like it's a factor like you're seeing people like having no problem pay for a ticket now. You're seeing people like, you know, if you just go to your favorite concert in IRL, people love to be entertained now. And not even as that, you were saying like in this age of Renaissance, a lot of people steered away from that because a lot of people are like, oh, okay, well, I'm not making money. I'm not sitting here getting banked like how I'm supposed to in my head. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna rock with it. But not even as that, you see some people who look at it, see the worth in it, and like, okay, hey, either I could capitalize something from it and show like, hey, this is something I built. And I'm seeing in this age of the Renaissance, a lot of these people are like building off what like been established in the metaverse. A lot of people are seeing like some of these shows that did fail or so, like, oh, hey, there's something I could probably add to the pot to spruce it up. Just like certain world creators on here, like they have certain eyes now that we didn't have before. And I mean, that's what happens with growth. That's how you like change as a society. Like you start off with the prototype, then you got to get the mug in, like, hey, you got to get that first like bugs and everything out, and then it goes on and on. Either you'll have a system of construction or you'll have a system of destruction.
No cap. That's true. What's it called? Malcolm in the Middle. What you know about that show?
This man, is he doing like nod work? Oh. Oh no, Malcolm in the Middle. That's one of my favorite shows. I'm actually rewatching it now. Well, not like right now, but I've been rewatching it for the last about a week now. And again, like
it's a good ass show to rewatch.
Yeah, again, I grew up on it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm 30, so I grew up like watching it like every week. And I grew up a no cable baby, so to watch it during the weekend, then like the just like growing up, you're watching it and everything, you don't really understand it. You just saying like, but growing up, having a family of my own now and everything, I'm like, certain things I can relate to on there, and certain things I'm sitting there like, that's fucked up. I can't be that parent. So Malcolm in the Middle is my shit right now.
Yeah, that's what I know about the show, man. I used to watch it growing up too. You know, I was born in '03, you know what I'm saying? So I think I caught the reruns or when it was airing, you know what I'm saying, like 2010, 2011 when I was watching it. And it was like, man, like this show it depicts like not the middle class of America, kind of the middle class, but a little lower middle class of America. The shit that happened there, and it was like it was good shit, but it was like the fucked up shit. That's some real shit. The fucked up shit that happened. Like that's what every nigga in America go through for real. No cap.
Exactly.
And it wasn't. What I liked about it was it wasn't like just African American. It was like white people, and it was like an accurate description of how that shit is for real.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't exclude from it, and that's what I think I really like. Well, I say the relation point to it and everything with it, like it never like sat there and just like kept it. Oh, okay, hey, stereotype, or we're gonna sit here and just have it go to the point. No, it showed you like, hey, no, this is like you probably know anybody in this factor, like, hey, you know somebody that's probably smart that has to watch out for their brothers a lot more. Or, you know, some parents like I make a joke with my lady. I call her like I say she's Lois and I'm Hal. And I sit here and I go because there's certain episodes I'm sitting here watching like I see the free spirited times, or I'm seeing like they made a joke. He was like, yeah, I wanted to be so bad to go and get this job, and now you work at the job and you're like, okay, hey, no, I don't want to do this no more. This ain't my career, or so, or not even is that. When you having people look after you now, you have to like make certain steps. And I mean, we really see certain shows like that really shows that intention. And I really think Malcolm in the Middle always that show like it's okay to be a screw up. It's okay to you know to sit there and you know sometimes you might not have it. Sometimes you might have to resort to like you know saving to keep it, because like you were saying earlier about that middle class aspect. Like me, like I mean, I was never like you know poor or so, but I mean we was never like rich too. Like there had times where I know I went without and everything. And then I said, I know there's times too when I'm like, man, my parents are just like ripping down into like all this and that. And then you get older, you're like, okay, I see why you did that. Or okay, no, I think that was too much of an overbearing or so. But no, that show like really shows that a lot.
Hell yeah, because that shit was realistic. Like how, you know what I'm saying, he office working there, the mom, you know, she working in a convenience store, and that shit, that's real shit right there. And the little kids too, how the kids was acting, that's some real shit. How they was growing up and shit in school and shit.
And they showed about like, and they showed about trauma. Like that's because one thing I grew up like again, growing up watching, I'm like, man, shit, Lois, man, she's mean, like she does some effed up mom, all this and that. Then I'm like, man, okay, like well, how they had it portrayed. I'm like, oh, I see how her parents did to her, and everything. And then like they got the famous joke where you see like how the parents and everything did to Hal. Like you see like the comparison, and I'm like, oh, well, how that's adapted to parenting style. It's just like in IRL or like in real life, a lot of people, oh well, I seen my parent like this, so I know that's why I'm so stern, or I'm all to the point like I know I catch myself with my son, like I know I could probably like get angry or so with him, but I know I have to catch myself at times because I remember my dad used to get mad at me or so with that, and I mean he used to go like way worse. So that's why I'm like, it's certain like certain indentions that you can really like steer away from. And again, like I was saying, Malcolm in the Middle like really showed that realism with that, especially again like with their friends setting, like especially like I say, I'm a person, I had an IEP, I had to do study skills, so to see that alleviation, you know, like you're in that special group or so, and like all this and that, like you got a fucking brother who's annoying, all this and that, then you have another one who's just like oblivious. It's certain stuff that really like stays with you. And now I laugh because I watched the show with my son who is 8. And again, I remember started watching that show around like his age, like I was like 7 or 8. So,
oh yeah, hell yeah, no cat. That's when I started watching. I was like 10, 11, somewhere in there. And also like how the ending was crazy as hell when I rewatched it. I rewatched it back in middle school, like 7th grade. I rewatched the whole shit on Netflix, and I
forgot about that. And I said the ending, he still end up going. He ended up going to college as a janitor. The jab on Goodwill Hunting.
That shit crazy as hell. And then the main person, the Malcolm, I think it was Malcolm, yeah, Malcolm, how he ended up graduating and the whole family was like, you know what I'm saying, Eugene's like, you gotta save us, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Man, that's what I'm
crazy.
saying. But a lot of people don't understand. Like that is like real life to a lot of people. A lot of people like, I mean, I had to do that a couple of times with like my people. Like, hey, I remember I graduated. I went to Vegas. Remember like something happened with my brother and everything. Like he ended up getting in trouble. He had to come out like come stay with me. Like vice versa. Like I say the same like with my sister and all that. You like when certain times you become an anchor. And like they said, like one of the key points, it was like again, Lois said this to herself, like you can't pick your family. And that's the only thing that sucks about this. Like you can't pick your family, but you can pick what you do around your family. And a lot of times we don't understand. We do become anchors, or because I'm a middle child, and that's what I say. A lot of relationships that we see in about times are like a lot of people steer away from because it's not enhanced, or a lot of don't know how to like accommodate to it. And like I see, that's why you see so many of these athletes, or you see so many of these like rappers and everybody, like they get into that like that survivor. I mean, that guilty remorse. Like, oh well, hey, I gotta do this for my family. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Now you sitting here, you did this all day. You bought them a whole house. Now you sitting here staying in a box. Or, and it's like this certain aspect. I'm like, so it's like a whole tethering move. Like, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
No cap, that's how that shit really be. What's it called? Favorite show or movie growing up? What's your favorite show or movie growing up?
Man, my favorite also, I got like a both of that. So my favorite show growing up was Degrassi. I used to watch
Oh, with
them.
that grassy boy. I
Yeah.
remember watching. I remember seeing trailers and shit on Nickelodeon growing up and shit, but I never tapped into it for real.
Yeah, no, I'm so old with I remember I used to watch before it was even Teen Nick, they was calling it Noggin, the N. And we used to have to wait from when Noggin used to go from like it was a kids channel from like 6 a.m. to like 6 p.m. It used to go, and they used to have a little clock thing that we had to wait for like Degrassi to come on. But I started watching that in like an '03, grew up to that, watching that. And my favorite movie, uh favorite movie, man, I said, yeah, I used to watch this like every day almost. Like I watched it every day for a year straight. Forrest Gump.
Oh, that's a good ass movie right there. There's so
Yeah.
much shit that going on in that movie, bro. That shit's crazy.
I mean, Forrest Gump is a movie that you can watch like in each decade, and
Yeah.
it's like literally what's happening right now. Like, I bet you if you put on Forrest Gump right now, it's like literally gonna have some stuff that you can really relate to. Like, hey, we got a war that's going on. We got people going over crazy over the president. Like, got somebody running across the world, like across the United States. Well, he's not
That
running,
shit's
but he's
crazy.
like walking.
No count. I remember watching Forrest Gump as a little kid and loving it. I remember watching Forrest Gump as like a 13-year-old and loving it, and watching it grown. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just crazy. And
I mean, it's fictional. It's fictional work, but again, but it's what you could adapt to it, because again, like each time
It
frame
feel
is
real.
different. Mm-hmm.
No cap. That shit feel real. And I think the craziest scene, I didn't understand when I was a kid, but now I understand. The craziest scene is when he went to visit, you know what I'm saying, his homegirl Jenny. And like I didn't understand that she was growing up rough as a kid, you know. So I thought the dad was just mad at her, you know what I'm saying? But growing up and watching it for real, it's like the dad was like on some weird shit. And like, you know what I'm saying? She
Exactly.
grew up on some weird shit. Then he
You never
visited
know
her in
what's going
college.
on in somebody's home.
Yeah, bro. You never really know what the hell going on for real. Cause I was like, why is she, you know what I'm saying, so hiding this shit? She in this big ass, you know what I'm saying? She got a big ass farm, nice little crib, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what's wrong with her? But then, you know, when you grow up and you realize what the hell going on for real, it's like, oh, that's fucked up. And
No.
especially when he went to visit her in college and they did that scene where, like, you know what I'm saying, she was on some freaky shit and he didn't know what the hell going on. He was like, oh, Jenny.
Like, the boy sat there and fucking like all in the pants, everything. Like, sat there. That boy was disgusted and but amused at the same time. But no, but like how you saying, it's all about perception. Like when you have like somebody that's like how you saying in that whole contrast is being forced upon them. Not even just that, but it goes to a contrast of hey, well, hey, okay, this is normal to me. Why is it not normal to you? A factor, and we were just like how we were saying earlier, like it all falls back like with perception. And I really feel like because you know you have so many people who watch that movie now, so many people are mad at Jenny. Are like, oh yeah, F her, like oh this and that, like she did Forrest Gump wrong, and then all that. But then you have people like who say like, okay, well, hey, she had that trauma, like she never knew how to love somebody properly, so how can she sit there, even after being with this man, having a kid with this man, like how can you can't fault her for not loving properly if she never seen it? And it's like in the same long run too. With like I mean with Forrest, like I can go on all day. There's many different adaptions, you feel me? But it's all that's why like people be like, oh well, hey, you can't be like regularly dating like a normal, I mean a special person. We're like, hold on, like what? They could love the same way, just like you could love the same way. It's just in different perception.
And he did. He just didn't, you know what I'm saying? Jenny she knew, you know what I'm saying, all that sexual shit. He didn't know that shit. He was just chilling, you know what I'm saying? But she was on some other, she was on demon time. But, you know what I'm saying? That's because that's how she grew up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit was crazy as hell. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
probably her
That was
only way. I gotta say, growing up, probably her only way of showing, like I say, affection or probably feeling some type. I mean, I think she even said a thing to him like, "Oh yeah, like what, you don't like me or something?"
Oh God, she ran off, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, it made me mad when she ran off on a nigga, and then she came back though. That shit was crazy. What was it like performing at the NGMC anniversary?
You say MGM?
Yeah.
Man, no. Shout out to Daytona and MGM. It's always a lovely vibe every time there's anything with them, man. Because that's one of the first people on here that was one for the music in the metaverse, and I'm one to give flowers and everything when it's due. Like that was one of the ones to first bring music into the metaverse too, like to really show like, hey, these are artists that's in here that's like hungry, that like are on here. And I mean, no, it's always a lovely vibe with Daytona, and I mean, so it killer shows, and he was one of the first ones to give me my first headliner show.
Hell yeah, that's fire as hell, bro. That was your first show in the metaverse?
I know. Well, with the 1 year show, no, I think that was I mean, I forgot what number probably show with it, but no, that was like one of my my mini shows with MGM. But on my first show ever in the metaverse was with it was with Unemployed Alcoholic. He had a showcase.
Oh shit.
Yeah. At the time, it was right before it was Soapstone. It was called Gutties still, and he had his first musician showcase ever in Horizon's World, and I was able to perform on that. And that was like my first show ever. Like I ended up getting my headset like a week or so before, met him, and then like I say, 2 days after meeting him, he had me perform.
Bro, that's fire as hell. So like what year was you on here? What year did you pull up to Horizon World?
Oh, you say what year did I come on here?
Yeah.
2021.
So like, bro, when did you start your show though?
I started my show a year ago. So I started my show. Yeah. The Howard Hour Live, I've been it's a year old now. So.
Okay, I was gonna say, how come you're not like further than like, you know what I'm saying? Like how come it's not like, you know what I'm saying, monetized and shit like that?
Still on this journey of building up to it. That's why I look at all about with these brand deals. I found out about like with sponsorships, because I say with the Howard Hour now, I'm able to have sponsors. I have people like behind me like Perrier Water, Loose Leafs. That's one of my sponsors now. And man, fingers crossed, we might have Al Capone behind us. But no, man, it's just all about like the certain. Like I was saying earlier, like when you're building a brand, you gotta have to go to certain places you never thought about going. I mean, I never thought I would be sitting here like having a show in the metaverse, but like I said, I still know in the same long run, I know I'm destined to still do something in this metaverse. So I mean, it's just a journey that I'm still on.
Yeah, man, this shit's fun. Like doing stuff in the metaverse. I love it, man. I think that's why I started doing my show, man. Because I was like, I really want to do a podcast in real life, bro. But I was like, man, if I can't do it, I don't have the funds to. But this shit's like, it's free to build. Well, it's not, unless you pay somebody to build it. But it's free to build it, and you know what I'm saying. It's easy to promote it on the social media. So I was like, man, I'm gonna do something in the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? A little show in the metaverse type shit. Hell yeah, that's just fire, bro. What's it called? What kind of made you want to start making music?
Man, what made me want to start making it? Jealousy. No, I say that from like a place of like just like all pure attention. It was jealousy. I grew up, like I say, started rapping in like 2004, And
Oh shit.
my cousin. I remember was watching my cousins like rap in the kitchen all the time, but I just always just thought they was cool with it. But not even just like with rapping. I grew up always around music. My mom is a music teacher, and she always again was giving voice lessons and everything. And she gave voice lessons to my cousin, who's like basically like one of the best singers I ever known. Like this man really got like some vocals, and like what made me like really chase after the music thing harder. Like my mom never sat me down and gave me like a voice lesson, and so and then like I say, watching the thing with my cousins, like I just like wanted to chase it more. So started sitting there, incorporating, started everything I was hearing here, listening, like with the voice lessons I started doing on my own. And again, 20 years later, I'm able to sit here now, getting ready to come out with my second album. Like able to sit here, like have many shows in the metaverse, but not even just that. Like I'm able to have like many like criteria. I was like one of the first ones to have a meta music video in here, and now like you see there's so many more now, and it's cool to like really like to be like the first in like some aspects, but it's like weird though too, because I remember this is something that we chase in IRL, and you know there's like so many others that's doing it in IRL, so you just feel like you're that fly on the wall, not getting like that sense of status.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's fire as hell, bro. No cap. What's it called? What type of music do you do?
Oh, I do hip hop, R&B. Sometimes if I feel rock. Bro, I think the only thing I haven't did yet is a country song, but no, I say mainly I do like this like hip hop and R&B.
That's fire as hell. What year did you start recording for real?
I recorded my first song ever in 2008. That's when my first song ever was called "We Live to Die."
Damn, what the hell?
Yeah, no, like
we love to die.
no, I called it "We Live to Die." Like at that time, I ended up like one of them. I got shot at 15. So
shit.
like after like coming back and everything from that, like it was just like to say the bouncing back factor, and like a lot of like like questioning in life, and everything, because like from like how I got shot, my cousin ended up dying or what, so, and the dude who ended up like shooting at us or whatever, like he ended up dying. But I say like I made the song "We Live to Die." I said in the aspect of like we go on this like journey, we on this like earth, we don't ever like we don't look at like we don't live to live. Like you never see somebody like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna sit here and do this till I'm to the end of me. But no, like we do this either to like we look at it as like either as an expiration or either something that has an end point.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Damn, you got shot at and shit. Like, where you from again? I forgot. My bad.
I know I'm from Vegas, but I said no. I got hit when I was in New Orleans.
New Orleans. Damn.
Yeah.
Was it before? You said 2000? Was this before or after Hurricane Katrina?
It was after Katrina. I was in Katrina in 05.
Ooh, cause I heard, nigga, I done heard some shit up. You know, Soft White Underbelly. I don't know if you know that YouTube. Yeah, he done interviewed some people from back in the day. They said like when that shit hit, like it was a different world for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like real deal, like some real shit going on in that bit.
Everybody knows old Mark.
Hell
Mark
yeah.
Everybody. No, I mean no.
Why you
no,
saying
Mark,
that like that?
No, I mean no. I say it in a cool way, because Mark used to come to Vegas a lot of times, like before he started doing that like all on Skid Row.
Yeah.
He used to do the same thing out there and everything, and like doing many of my many jobs. I used to have to do like housing security, and I used to have to like check his ID and everything when he used to come in. I used to work at the same housing complex, housing place that Sharp stayed in, like. So,
shout out Sharp. Yeah, he's from Vegas too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that shit's crazy as hell. So you had a relationship with Sharp? You knew him a lot, or
I mean, not like no relationship. It was always like a hey or bye factor, but no, like I seen him like come into his like his house like a lot of times, and like a lot of times say he's always an ecstatic character and everything.
Yeah, he's a character, no cap. He's funny as hell. Did you ever experience any pimping? You know what I'm saying, in Vegas a lot?
Yeah, I mean not like pimping on forehand like with mine, I actually like to say, man, again, just being around certain circles or so, like seeing certain entities, like really partake in that field. But not even as that being, being young and dumb, like trying to be with the in crowd. A lot of times I had to drive, a couple of times, like my homeboys, like with their females or so, like to the strip and everything, and being young and dumb, you're not thinking anything like, oh, okay, hey, they're just going having fun, but no, like getting older, you find out they was running plays and everything, and I'm like, oh man, this is something that's really going on.
Oh yeah, that shit get real. I thought pimping and shit was just in movies. You know what I'm saying? Watching the movie because I couldn't like fathom like, okay, this girl doing this and giving you the money. Why she don't keep it herself? But I'm not realizing like she's lost. You feel what I'm saying? She never had no dad, no mom for real. And that's
Thing I
just
was
crazy.
saying earlier with like we was talking about with Forrest Gump. It's all
Yeah.
about, like I say, perception and this certain run. Because I mean, because we in the day and age now, you got girls who's throwing away to Twitter and everything for free, and they loving it. And then you got
Yeah.
the same ones who's doing the OnlyFans approach, and I'm like, that's basically like the same approach. I mean, yeah, you're getting your ducats and everything from it, but you see the majority of it to the upper hand. You feel me? And I mean, it's just like with taxes, shit, it's pimping everywhere.
No cap. That shit's crazy as hell. What's it called? Let's see what we got right here. What's your music creative process when you know what I'm saying? When you go to the studio, when you listen to the beat, you know what I'm saying? You punching in or you writing? What you doing?
Oh man, a lot of times, I used to do, like I said, I learned it from one of my favorite rappers, Futuristic. I used to do like a one take approach, so like all in one take. Like I'll probably hear the beat, go over the beat probably a couple of times, then punch in and like finish it that way. But now, like I say, since getting older, like especially with my new album I got coming out, Boy Meets World 2,
Oh hell
with
yeah.
my creative process, it was like more of a frustrating point. Like I had to find like that beat that stood out to me because I'm seeing that we're in the day and age, like everything is fucking sounding the same. Like
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator said it the best. Like we need more like originality in here now instead of like everybody wants to be the next dope boy. Everybody wants to be the next freaking pimp. Everybody wants to be the next it. It remind me back, like I said, like back in like 03, 04, you didn't hear all this. Like you didn't see all this like same format. You had 50 Cent, you had Jay-Z, you had Ja Rule. Yes, many of these names are obsolete now, but you had these different vibes. And but with my creative process now, like I'm seeing that it's more of like what stands out to me. Just like my album was supposed to be done like by the 14th already. But like how I am as an artist, like I already sat here and like, oh, okay, hey, I like found like two more tracks I wanted to add and everything. And I mean, and it's like some off the wall tracks, don't get me wrong, but I was only able to, to find them when I was late because I sat down, had people send me in some work, and I'm real precise. So like one of my favorite artists is Michael Jackson, and like if the beat, like if I can't like if I can't like make love to the beat, it's just not for me. If I feel like,
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So you like kind of yeah, hell yeah. So you like certain beats and stuff. What type of beats you like?
I mean, I like transition, so I like I like the beat switch. I like the hi hats format, and I like 90s format. I like not like the boom bap format, but like that in depth. Like if you ever watch like Empire, like I like
Yeah.
those like type of beats, like
Oh yeah. So
like you
like real
feel it.
industry radio shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, I feel you. Yeah, bro, I watched Empire, bro, but it's like I fucking hate when they have those scenes where they're rapping, like making a song, but it's like already mixed and mastered and shit like that. Because
Yeah,
it's
this is
not
how it's
like
supposed to
that.
sound.
I remember when they had Fetty Wap on there bleeding and shit. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
This is my moment. I'm gonna do it till I own it. Yeah. Mama in the kitchen, and she probably do. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about with that. I mean, that's why I say that's another thing too. Like it's like certain things that as an artist that makes me so frustrated because I'm like, oh my gosh, I will wish for a song to just come like so easy to me. Like I wish like I could just be sitting there and I could already have like the how you say have the hook and everything made to the to the song. Cause I mean they have like a lot of songs. I mean a couple of songs I did on this project. Like some of these songs, it took me over like 10 years to make. And I mean, and I say this as like as an artist because when you get to that realm of like doing music, like you want to have a certain sound or like you want to have like that certain Montclair that you go after. And I mean, that's why I really felt like after because I came out with my first album ever in 2015. So to have this again, to have my Boy Meets World 2 come out like almost damn near 10 years later, that really had to, you gotta, I feel like you gotta grow with your music.
Yeah.
A lot of artists, because then you'll get bored with it. Or then you just
Yeah.
sit there and just be sounding the same.
That's facts, bro. And I feel like, you know, I also do rapping shoot. I be rapping and shit too. I got music. I got a new music video coming out real soon. Man, yeah, I feel like you feel like your music evolved over the time since you started rapping.
What you say, I'm sorry?
Like say, you know what I'm saying, when you start rapping back in the day, you feel like your new music now sounds different from back in the day when you started rapping?
Oh, hell yeah. Like I've been sitting here listening to my new tracks now, like sitting here just like, whoa, like this is the shit that you're talking about now. Like what was this at like 10 years ago? Because I'm like listening back. Like I always try to have like that kind of like not like conscious type rap, but I always like kept it funny with my raps and everything. So that's to see like again, and I'm all about like transition and growth. Like you will see your growth and everything with your flow and like with your material. And I see now like the stuff that I rap about now and everything is like more of a Montclair guy. I'm not sitting here talking about like back in like 10 years ago. I'm not sitting here rapping about trying to get 100 bands when like over 10 years I touched 100 bands now. Like I know how that feels. I know how it feels to approach. Like I'm not sitting here trying to be like a dope boy or to an aspect. Like I can sit here now, like I talk about like my kids in my songs now, or I talk about being like with their mother. Like it's like it's just certain transitions I'm able to do now. Like I wouldn't be able to do like 10 years ago. So yeah, no, I'm here in like brand new status.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, no cap, man. Who do you want to work with in the future?
Man,
If you're able, if you know what I'm saying, if you ever go somewhere with the music and shit, you want to work with somebody, like who would you kind of be like, yo, can you get Beyonce on the track or something like that? Like who would you want to put on the
oh
track?
man, first obviously I would love to I want to work with Futuristic. Been sending him a track. Like I said, I got a track with his brother, me and B Daz. And I want to do something with this artist named Rumor. Rumor's our artist. He end up like coming on the scene that's doing like country like type vibes, and to now like he's like a household name type ish. But him, and to finish it off, Jamie Foxx.
Oh, Jamie. Hell yeah.
Like
Jamie
I would love
Foxx
to
is a
do
good
like
rapper.
a Drake type Jamie Foxx song, like how they did with that Fall for Your Type.
Hell yeah, I'll be fire as hell. What's your top 5 artists you listen to right now?
Top 5 artists. Childish Gambino, Rumor, Andre 3000, Lenny Kravitz, Drake,
Oh, shout out Drake.
and I say to finish it off, Baby Tron.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
My
a
boy,
young,
you know what's going on. My boy.
Oh no,
You
that's a
said
youngin.
Baby Tron.
Yeah, that's a youngin that actually made perk up my ears for the last couple of years. That's what made me like really
What I'm
like
talking about.
go hard on my with this like with my album mode, because I mean there's certain intentions like when you're hearing like again originality and everything, and the first thing that caught wind with him or something, somebody was like he made a lot of sports reference.
Yeah, a lot
And
of
I was
sports
like, okay,
reference.
let me check it out and everything. And it was just certain stuff. Like I think the first thing I heard from him, he was like, "Oh, I'm the shit, no Mr. Hanky," and like, it's just like certain stuff. Again, like as an artist, you're like, "Oh, okay, hold on, like that is catchy," and yeah, that made me a fan.
I was not gonna expect you to say no fucking Baby Tron, bro. Because most of these old niggas, bro, like I be in Black Magic. I fuck with Detroit music heavy. I play some Rio. I'll play some Baby Tron, and every time I play Baby Tron, they be like, "Cut that shit off." I'm like, bro, you not hearing him, bro. Listen to what he's saying, bro. You
Yeah, a
know
lot
what
of
I'm
people
saying?
because they're not like able to sit there and like shake their ass to it or so, or not sit there like a lot of people just want to listen to the beat instead of the song, and That's why I'm like, you got cats again, and he's a young cat. So for him to
Mhm.
like
Young
just
nigga,
like
yeah.
criteria, and that's what I mean. Like you got to see the real. The man got a song with two of the greatest, Big Sean, Eminem. Like it's a lot of stuff. And I mean,
That's
no, I
just
really,
recently happened though. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. No, I've been listening to him since like again, like he had what album he had that Taliban, no Bin Laden, what was it, Bin Laden or something? Oh, Bin Laden or something. It was one of his mixtapes he came out with, and it had that Galaxy of the Mitten like freestyle.
Yeah,
That's when he started doing all the different beats.
yeah, that's what people got hooked on to him too when he started. That was like, damn, that was a 2022, wasn't it? 2022 ish. Yeah, that was 2022. The winter of 2022 or
Yeah, because
2023.
then after that, that's when he ended up going to jail for like a couple of days or so, and he ended up coming out with that
out on bond.
out on bond.
Out on bond. Out on bond, bitch. I'm out on bond. The States. That shit was hard as hell.
And the A to Z was A
Oh.
to Z. That's what I'm saying. Like I listen to a lot of this shit because I mean these cats, these are what people like, and I mean because I start to look at it like for my show and everything because I started talking to their camp and everything because I mean I'm interested to try to get it into the metaverse. And I mean is that you're seeing like the different like types of style with it, like because I seen like because he ended up making me a fan with the work he got with what's it do BLP or kosher or something like a Jewish dude.
Damn,
That's
you
what
know
I'm
about everybody. You know about culture.
Yeah, no, I sit here, I listen to music, bro, like because as an artist, I mean that's what we have to sit here and do. That's how you, I mean, you don't know what's hip and everything. Because don't get me wrong, I don't listen to mainstream, but like a lot of these like. Again, like how you were saying, Rizzo, Icewear. Should I listen to Shorty?
Oh my god, nigga, you listen
Shit.
to all that shit.
Yeah, Vizo. I mean, if I'm saying it right, yeah, Icewear Vizo. That's the one. Yeah, Vizo. He messes with my boss man, Eddie Fuse, because he's from Detroit, and that's a lot of times when we had shows and everything. A lot of these cats we was able to meet with. That's how when we was able to do the show with Sauce Walker. Shit, a lot of these cats that come through, they're just hood cats, man. Like these dudes sit there, they just want their bag, go and get it, and shit, and go and rap. And a lot of these cats now, like, sure, what's the cat? Babyface.
Oh yeah, Babyface Ray.
Babyface Ray.
Or Babyface E. He out there too.
But no, I say these a lot of cats, man, that been catching radar. But
they like that shit. They like electronic shits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a lot of these cats shit, and a lot of them will get on VR. But shit, like how, again, been talking to a couple of their camps, a lot of them don't know about it. And then the first thing they have out of their mouth, like, oh shit, VR. Oh, like, shit, I got to pay for it. And then shit, they'll pay for a pint, but won't pay for a headset. That is so crazy to me.
Yeah, them niggas will pay for a pint. They risk a life for a pint. That shit is crazy how you know all them, bro. That's crazy as fuck. What's it called?
I like the independent scene.
Yeah, man, it's just fire. And it's like everybody, I pull up the Black Magic. I play all that shit all the time. I play all that shit. Even Rio, free Rio. I don't know if you heard about Rio, the Young OG, but
Yeah.
bro, when you get a chance, bro, look up his music. If you like Babytron, you're gonna love Rio. No cap. What's it called? What projects you got coming out? And you got any mixtapes coming out? Any tapes? Any singles, videos?
Man, I got my new album coming out, man. I said I'm having that come out before the month is over. Boy Meets World 2. It's a follow-up to my 2015 classic, Boy Meets World, which is all out. Audio Mac everywhere. But no, I see that's my project. I got a couple music videos that I'm gonna be dropping. But no, I just been worrying about getting this album out and just about like just showing some work. Cause again, it got me hungry in here, man. Seeing a lot of these artists in here, like had a couple of my friends drop some albums while being in the metaverse. So no, yeah, I got Boy Meets World 2 coming out.
Hell yeah, that shit's gonna be fire, bro. You ever watch that show, Boys Meets World?
Yeah, that's why I chose the name.
I know this might sound weird, but I forgot what fucking television. I forgot what channel it was on. But every morning before school or weekends, you know what I'm saying? I used to.
ABC Family.
ABC. Oh my fucking god, bro! This is before Hallmark and shit. You know what I'm saying? ABC Family.
They changed it Freeform. It was ABC Family.
bro, I don't know what happened to them, bro, but I miss them days so much, bro. I'm talking about like I was in elementary school, bro, so it had to be like 2011, 2009 or something, 2008, bro. I used to watch
Yeah.
that shit so much. 2012,
Yeah, they used to show
man.
it in the morning because shit come on about like 6 o'clock in the morning.
I
And
used
that
to
shit
wake
be
up,
run.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? A nigga grew up poor. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about
Mhm.
hotel rooms, but it was like a hotel apartment type shit. But you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? A nigga used to wake up in the morning. Mama cook me some oatmeal with some buttered toast. You know what I'm saying? We used to sit in the living room,
Budget
man. We used to
sweet
watch.
days type ish.
Yeah, bro. We used to sit in the living room, bro. We used to watch that shit, bro. It's so nostalgic. Shout out my nigga Mr. Feeney. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Mr. Feeney used to come outside with the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That shit was, man, that
But
shit
no,
was a
that's
good feeling.
but no, that's what really made me like not just like Buffini, but that's what really made me name my first album Boy Meets World, because that was a show again. Grew up watching, but not even just that certain stuff that you will like really like use in your life and you don't know about it. And then like you start to think about, okay, like where did I learn this from or so. And like my perception that I really have on life and everything really came from this show, because I know a lot of people they feel, oh, this is just TV or what. So like a lot of things that on there like a kid goes through and everything. Again, like finding your way in school, finding your way in life, but not even as that, but finding yourself. That is like what made me like really chill. Okay, Boy Meets World, and we was all in love with Topanga. We was all sitting there like I said, like that's
Ooh,
the
boy,
famous.
Topanga was a bad little
I,
motherfucker, boy.
I think that's the reason why now I got all these mixed kids. But no, but no, I mean, there's certain stuff that really envisioned. I mean, and that's why I'm so glad I could call my album now "Boy Meets World" too, because when I made that one, it was me coming in, like finding about myself and everything. Like I'm in Vegas and everything. I'm making money. I'm sitting here like I'm still like I'm feeling fresh. To now, sometime later, I'm here now with kids. I'm seasoned. Like I'm shit. My knees are cracking. Like it's like
Damn.
it's really like you see the and like one thing I say, like with TV, a lot of times with TV now you don't grow up with the character like how you used to, and a lot. That's
Nah.
why I'm saying like I wasn't able to sit there and watch like what was it, like Family Matters or like Fresh Prince and everything like that, because again, no cable days. Shit, you only catch the reruns. But Boy Meets World, I was able to sit there, grow up with that character, not even just that, but like shit, watch this man graduate from high school, shit, get married, going to college, and then I sit here
Yeah.
and get to my point of it. I'm like, damn. And but then you just laugh now in life, because when you see like, oh, okay, this is all on TV. All those people now, like I sit there and listen to their podcast now every week and everything, and
What?
a lot of people on there they're not even cool with each other no more. I mean, because it's from a TV aspect, but it's either what you take from there. But no, that's why my album is called Boy Meets World, because shit, we are still meeting this world.
Oh God, that shit is crazy because it's like watching on TV, you thinking they fuck with each other for real because it's like recorded, but nah, nigga, that's a script. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really no
Hell
telling
yeah.
what's going on behind the scenes. But that's just crazy how they shot that shit. How he was literally a little kid. His big brother, you know what I'm saying? His big brother in his footsteps in the future. Then got down, they graduate high school and got down, go to college and shit. And they Topanga and him making a baby. And then shout out Disney Channel. Disney Channel, I say back in 2014, 2015, they came out with a show called Girls Meets World, and
Yeah.
he had a daughter in it basically, and they was a family on
Riley.
Disney Channel. Yeah, that's just
No, that's
crazy.
what I'm saying. Like it's real. Like continue. Like because when you
That's just kind of freaky, honestly. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
That's
that's something I
crazy.
really grew up on and everything. And I mean, you'll watch that continuation, because when I started watching again, The Girl Meets World, like this is like right before my son was born. My son was born in 2016, so
Yeah.
that's why I said I really sit there and laugh now with that factor, because like to sit from an aspect of like, okay, hey, grew up in a childish way to now, okay, damn, I'm watching this as a parent. Like I like how you say it, like it leaves your mind blown, because I'm like, damn, I remember watching y'all as kids. Remember sitting here like literally talking about, okay, yo, you're going into 7th grade, all this and that. But I'm like, it's like the ways of life. And that's why I really like with my album I coming out, like each track, like it's a different like revelation of life.
That shit crazy as hell, bro. Shout out TV. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? For them doing shit like that. That is crazy as hell. What's your favorite show on the metaverse? You know how you have your show and then you got all
Mhm.
these other shows. What's your favorite show right now that you like to pull up to the world and watch?
Mm. That's a good
Because you
one.
know, some you might not know all of them, but it's bro. I think there's
No, it's a lot
good
of shows
5
out
on
here now. No, that's
Yeah.
why I'm like, just like TV. Like, there's too much TV now. There's a lot of metaverse now. I say I might sound old with, but I'm like, I used to like when they had that HGT when they was like doing the Horizon Got Talent. That was cool to see. I mean, to pull up because you seeing the different acts. But no, shout out to the homie Burden of Proof. His format that he does, man. I love to see that. And having is that the intellect that you get from that with certain individuals. And shit. And to the homie Nemo, man. I love Freestyle Fridays. I love pulling
Oh,
up to there. Love the essence and everything in there, like the ambience. And having is that. The homie Danica City, man. He does the stew. The stew ciphers like Sunday nights. That is something that is good. I mean, but it's just like still like certain intentions like that, because that's my little downfall. Like, since me being a family man, I get on the headset and everything, but I'll get on the headset like if I'm not doing like my show on here or so, or if I'm not like doing business like this now and everything, I'll be on here probably like this world hopping, going to see like a Michael Jackson world or something, or or going and like, you know, trying to find out ways how to like get my clothes.
Yeah, hell yeah, no cap. I gotta say, my favorite shows right now. I forgot who the host was, but I pulled up on Sisters for Sisters. That's a lit little show. It's all girls and they
Oh,
just
with
talking. You know what I'm saying?
Ferrari and all them. Ferrari,
Yeah.
people publicists.
Yeah, that's a good little show right there. I fuck with that.
Mhm.
And also I got to give it up my boy Fiji Trap Street Radio. I fuck with that show too.
Oh,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
Trap Street.
Hell yeah, you ever been on there? You ever been
Yeah,
there?
I was on there. He had me on there. I want to say about a couple of months ago. Like when he was like first like starting it up, man. No, it's amazing to see that, because I met Fiji on here as an artist. So to see like that transition, like that's big ups, big ups.
Hell yeah. That's just fire, bro. Anything you got coming out? Any new episodes and shows and that? Who can we expect on the show and stuff?
Well, man, I say can't give away a lot, but I can give away some. Before the year is over, man, I got a couple of great people coming through, man. Got a couple of great like big names coming through, man. I even got a Olympic gold medalist coming through. So it's a lot that's in work for the Howard Hour, man. But not even as that. Before I even leave, I like what you do with this platform, Reese. You feel me?
Thank
Like,
you, bro. Thank you, bro.
stay true to your intention, man. Because a lot of people are not doing this. A lot of people steer away from this mission. And man, again, this vibe, this out again. We've been sitting here talking for almost an hour, and that's like what. And I mean, and that's real. Like, that's how real conversation is supposed to be. No, so no, big ups with your platform, man. Because hey, this is like one of a kind. You feel me? So.
Hell yeah, bro. And I've been thinking about, you know what I'm saying, going like you know, off the oxy, you know what I'm saying? That's some drug shit. I've been thinking about, you know, cause that's me, you know what I'm saying? That's how I grew up, you know what I'm saying? That's my culture, you know what I'm saying? When I go outside, you know what I'm saying, I'm chilling with the homies, you probably gonna do some shit, you know. Not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to glorify nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what we do, you know what I'm saying? You know, I keep my focus. Not everybody keep their focus doing what I do, but you know what I'm saying? It's kind of just in my culture, you know, sip and drink, you know what I'm saying, like that. And it's like I wanted to clean up my image a little bit to kind of make it more corporate, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like this me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you know what I'm saying? This what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not all about that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, a little theme I got going, you feel me?
No, that's all you can do. I mean, because that's how you can tell. I come from two different generations. Because I'm sitting, I'm looking. Well, I see with the Oxy, and the first thing that popped in my head, OxyClean. Like I say, like Billy Mays and shit. Like, oh yeah, shit, you need to get something clean, OxyClean. But I mean, but it's all I say about like with perception. I mean, because like how you say, you have certain entities. You got you got Off the Block, or you got certain like or only in the hood radar. Or you got like certain blogs now that cats only go to the hood, or. But it's about like what persona you have behind it. As long as you're respectful with the matter, I mean, it's not like, and that's what a lot of these people get misconstrued. Like that's how you can sit here and like what you have podcasts and everything now. Like females be sitting there talking about getting ate out, all this and that, and they should be picked up by Spotify.
Yeah,
Like, you know, you got people like talking about like fucking like murder porn and everything, and fucking
Oh,
again, shit is
shit.
picked up. Now, I'm not saying like porn and shit and murder, but I'm talking like murder porn, like that's all people like listen to all day. Like, oh, this person got killed, this person here, or so and
Yeah,
so
oh,
like
yeah.
snapped, and like shit got fucking billions of views on Spotify, and then I'm like, but then you have people get like they say like, oh well, they have Oxy in their name or something, and then automatically like, you get like a tainted like look or so. Like, no, f that.
Yeah, hell yeah. And my honestly, my inspiration for this podcast was, I'm a No Jumper fan. I used to watch No Jumper from back in 2017. They had X on there. It was really supposed to be some hip hop shit. And I was like, no, I'm in the metaverse. Let me interview these metaverse creators, man. Because I
You're
want to
watching
know
when that
how they
man didn't have
started.
no money.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Back when they ain't had like Adam, when Adam
Back when
was a
he had
BMX rider.
Bunk on there throwing up and shit. Oh yeah, among the hands before I found Jesus. No,
Well, that nigga Boom, bro, he used to be a fucking mess, bro. That nigga was crazy as hell. He used to do all type of shit.
no, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause it's like shit like this. I remember and everything because again, being younger in those days, especially in this rap scene, everything was so incorporated. Like how this technology thing is now. Like that's how it was in music. Like when all those Vine stars, like I
Yeah.
said, like Boom, that's how we used to kick it with Orlando Brown all the time. Like, but this way we found out this man was like a pure deal, like meth head at the time, and it's like certain stuff like that. Like, oh no, like even with the cat, like dog, I used to be signed on the same label with Austin Hickman. Like, and I don't know if you ever watched Lemonade Mouth or what. So all this and that,
Yeah.
but like he used to be like he's the redhead kid on there who was like rapping.
He was
Like,
on what's that shit called? He was on that other show too.
Oh yeah, he was on, but not was it Zeke and Luther or
Yeah, he was on there too. He was on Zeke
Yeah.
and Luther. But it was
But no, like-
also that other one too. I forgot what it was called though.
but he ended up becoming a rapper, bro, and everything. Like he was staying out in Vegas for a while, and like dog, and these cats end up like he ended up like he ended up just getting out of jail. I think like a year or so ago, but he ended up going to jail for like 5 years type shit for like armed robbery. And that's what I'm saying. Like these cats like really be jumping off the porch and like either man, you don't even know why, but like you say, it's all about perception or about like you don't know what trauma they running from.
No cap, man. Especially this industry. Like I be forgetting watching on TV that the shit they're recording, it's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's money. It's crazy, bro. I be forgetting that shit.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, man. I really appreciate you pulling up to the podcast, man. You know what I mean? That was lit at podcast. It don't even hold on. How long we been recording? Man, we were recording for like an hour and 30 minutes. That shit only felt like an hour ago. Cause like every time I have guests on here, I really get into it. You feel what I'm saying? I do my research before you pull up. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of know what to ask. But at the same time, it's also off the head too. Like when we get into certain topics, like Forrest Gump and shit, I'm like, damn, that's just crazy.
No, I mean that's again, it's organic convo, man, and that's how this goes about. It's just like you're supposed to have good conversations because that's how you know a person. That's how you get to again interact with a person. And I mean, this is what builds networking. This is what builds relationships. This is what builds again. That's great convo, and I mean, this is good convo.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Even
I'm saying-
out the podcast, I always pull up to your show, and that shit was fucking funny. I love pulling up to your show, bro.
No, likewise. I say no, I know, and I know now to definitely pull up here. So yes, sir.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. We be lit at the Off the Oxy, no cap.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, glad to have you on the show, brother.
Yes, sir. Keep doing
Hell
what you're
yeah.
doing.
This Off the Oxy, get some drink.
Yay.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you, brother. That shit was lit.
No, thank you.